Chanel and Selfridges are two names associated with luxury, quality and excellence. Now, in partnership with Selfridge's flagship store in London, Chanel is unveiling a new and exclusive fragrance boutique, which is guaranteed to give you the ultimate experience when it comes to buying fragrance. Chanel's Deputy Perfumer Christopher Sheldrake has been telling me why fragrance is such a special part of Chanel's work.
Everybody knows we make fragrances, but I think very few people understand that at Chanel, ever since the creation of No. 5 in 1921, which was inspired by Gabrielle Chanel and created by Ernest Beau, we have always had a perfumer within the company. Having a perfumer in the company means we also have a perfumery laboratory. A lot of people don't know, for example, that we have fields of jasmine and rose in the south of France. People don't know that we may pick 17 tons of jasmine flowers and they all go into the perfume No. 5. The Selfridges project is to create a space which is an only perfume space. It's going to be an area where we're going to show all the fragrances that Chanel has ever created. We're going to include our Exclusif range, which is at the moment only available in the fashion boutiques. And we're going to be doing this in a very special way, in a brand new way. We are also going to be able to offer to customers the ability to smell some of our key ingredients. And for the first time, we have a collection of all the key ingredients that we have in our fragrances, the special qualities that only Chanel have, that we've developed over the time. And we're going to be using a brand new way of showing our fragrances on what we call the perfume bar. It avoids the atmosphere getting saturated because we are no longer spraying fragrances onto a paper blotter. We are going to be smelling all the fragrances on a ceramic blotter. The interesting point about the ceramic blotter is that the fragrance smells different. It smells closer to the effect on the skin. You don't have the effect of the fresh alcohol that you get when you spray a fragrance out of a bottle, which is also very tiring for the nose. This alcohol passage has already passed. And when you smell the fragrance on the ceramic blotter, you're actually smelling the top note, the middle note, and the end note, the whole combination at the same time. So you're getting a much better picture of the fragrance.
The fragrance boutique will also house the Les Exclusif de Chanel fragrance collection, including Beige, the latest addition to the range.
Beige is a new fragrance in our Exclusif range. Normally, Beige will only be available in the fashion boutiques. The Selfridges project is an exception. All the Exclusifs will be there. In the case of Beige, we had actually been working on a fragrance for some time. And this fragrance, I would say, was probably more French market orientated. When it was decided that we'd like to add a new fragrance to our Exclusifs collection, the name Beige came up because it was one of the favorite colors of Gabrielle Chanel. It was a color that she felt was comfortable, went with everything. It was luxurious at the same time. So Beige was the name. To make it represent the color, we had to look at the fragrance again. And what is beige? It's a combination of white and maybe an ambery golden color, for example, for a certain type of beige. And in our fragrance, we already had the ambery golden side. We had May Blossom, which is a lovely powdery white flower with honey back notes and so on. And to make it even whiter, we added, at the time, a white floral note of frangipanier.
The Chanel boutique opens at a very special time for Selfridges, its centenary year. Founded by American Harry Gordon Selfridge, the Oxford Street store is one of the UK's most iconic buildings. Beauty spokeswoman for Selfridges, Stephanie Traore, has been telling me that the fragrance hall is one of the most popular and well-known areas of the store.
The entrance to the fragrance hall is the most iconic. The entrance is what we call the Queen of Time. She sits above Selfridges with a beautiful clock, and that's where your tourist loves to walk in. That's where they think, gosh, this is Selfridges, I've arrived. And you want that to be your most gorgeous, welcoming, statement-making hall, and that's exactly what it's due to become. And I think with the emergence of Chanel, and once that opens, what a statement it'll be. Totally.
It's making it as well, buying fragrance, much more of an experience rather than a purchase, isn't it?
It is indeed. I mean, that's very much Selfridges, though. I think you know, everything about us is really looking at making shopping an experience, and
like a Hollywood movie.
Totally. And you know, all the staff are on a stage. It is exactly how it should be, and I think that you know, Selfridges does have an energy, and people often ask me. I'm always asked it actually. How, you know, what is it? What's this energy that Selfridges has? And I said, you know, if I could bottle it, I said you'd be very rich because you could sell it to everybody, and essentially you'd all have it. I don't know what makes Selfridges have that energy. It's a mixture of the sort of the iconic building we sit in. It's a mixture of the staff. It's a, you know, mixture of all of those things, and I think the sort of the look and feel of the store.
So tell me what Chanel means to you.
Chanel, it's timeless for me. I mean, Chanel is obviously synonymous with luxury, and you know, I think we talked a little earlier about Selfridges and heritage, and that's so important, I think, to a lot of people. I mean, they've got the heritage, and we've talked about luxury, and I think very true to their values, and I think that's what sets Chanel apart. I think if I was given any bottle of Chanel, I'm going to love it.
What's your favourite?
I've got two, actually. My favourite by day is actually Cristal. I just love it. I mean, and that's a really sort of one of the very earlier fragrances, and it's got to be cocoa for the evening. I just love it, and I always get complimented when I wear it, and I think it's just, you know, timeless luxury. It's just lovely. It just has that really sort of lovely sort of, you know, sort of spicy sort of lower tones, and really gorgeous.
So go on, indulge yourself and experience the wonderful world of Chanel fragrance by visiting the new Chanel boutique at Selfridges, where you'll meet the highly trained fragrance experts who can guide you through some of the world's best known and best loved perfumes. Hopefully you will find the perfect one for you.